Så börjar jag spela in. Så det är done så. Ja men då är vi igång. Nice. Ja men välkomna allihopa, kul att ha alla er här. Jag trodde inte vi skulle få ihop ett så jävla gött gäng, men det lyckades gå fint ändå. Det är kul framförallt att ha lite olika perspektiv. Så man får en lite mer balanserad tierlist, för de flesta tierlist suger fucking någonting. Terms of service. Stack måste vi ha nu, kommer jag på. Nej men anyway, det är kul att få lite balanserad vy. Och det jag tänkte med det är att vi också inte kommer få rösta på våra egna teammates. Varken i tierlistan eller i players to watch. Men obviously så får ni ju predikta vart ni ska placera ert egna team. Så det är de tre segmenten vi har. Vi har tierlistan, predictions och så har vi players to watch i varje roll egentligen, om man snabbt får ihop någonting där. Men utöver det så är väl reglerna rätt simpla. Man jobbar inte det. Och Zvene, du har ju liksom inget lag du är med, så du får köra på fritt i hur den fan vill. Så det är väl de enda reglerna som finns. Får se. Kronan, har du skickat länk till folk också då? För min stream till folk. Ja, jag lägger upp också snabbt. Mamma. Gud. Ja. Gött. Ja, men jag lägger upp länken också, så sätter vi igång tänker jag. Vilken ordning vill ni börja? Vill ni köra för roll eller för lag, eller har ni någon preferens egentligen? Ja, tänker väl det. Ja, men vi kan väl börja med topp egentligen. Det är alltid kul att flamea toplaners, känner jag. Så det är lika bra att börja i den änden. Vi kör med alla som är i den ordning som står här. Jag har tagit det från i den roster-länk jag fick av ligan också. Så det här är hur de står liksom i systemet för alla. Så vi kör egentligen på det. Så vi börjar med Akukat. Är det någon som har någon info på han av varandra? Om vi börjar så. Mm. Eh, Ska vi köra på engelska eller ska vi köra på svenska förresten? Vad tycker ni andra? Svenska? Ska vi köra? Ja, okej, men vi gör så. Ja, sure, vi kan köra på engelska då. Vi kör på engelska, okej. So, för Akukat säger ni you had your input but you don't really have a huge opinion. Anyone else? Alingsås, AHK. Alingsås is on the same team now. Yeah. LFP. Yeah, I don't think the top champ pool is that strong in TESS, if I'm honest. I think it's quite weak. But I don't think you really like, they played around bot side a lot in the jungle, I think. So he didn't really shine that much, but he wasn't like losing them games either. Does anyone else wanna object to B tier? Alright, we write that in. What about Stumpy? Yeah, he was in his challenger. He was in the Finnish league last split where he played with Nordic Dogs, I think it was. No, PHC he played with. And I think they made like 4th or 5th place in the Finnish league. Oh.
I'm pretty sure he would be better.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, I
Vi har
fixed it.
streamen,
I
by
fixed
the
it.
way.
I fixed it. I saw.
Okay.
I saw now it was some stupid shit.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it was only like you didn't hear people on. No, but for Stumpe, I think kind of the same. I think he's more like solo queue player than he is in team. I think he, yeah, I seen him play it once, and I wasn't like too impressed. He's not bad by any means. I think he's better than Akikat, but I don't think he's like the best top in the league either.
Would we put in high B or A?
Probably low A.
Low A.
I think low A as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's Merpillions. I have no input here. So this is all up to you guys.
I played with him in some tryouts. He was kind of fine. Didn't really see much of him though. But yeah, I feel like he's kind of a carry player. But I'm not sure since I only played with him like twice.
I mean, I just think he, like in the UK league, I'm pretty sure he was the guy that was solo killing everyone. Like he was really performing well, and I think he would be better than this guy in comp. But I think he also plays a lot of tanks, from what I remember, in London. But maybe that was because he played with Den Voxne, and then they just wanted to play full bot side, and he just took the tank. He went on dog duty basically, but I would probably have him higher, like probably middle of A. I don't think this guy is bad.
And the rest of you, you want Boundless?
I mean, the only thing I wonder about is his consistency. Like, from what I've seen, he seems to perform well. But like,
I have no input.
I don't know his ceiling nor floor, so it's kind of hard to put him anywhere. I think middle of A is fair though, if Zvene has watched him.
I haven't watched him like super consistently, but I know that London was one of the harder teams in Telemasters, and he was on that team. So if you would just put those two together, then sure he would probably be better than Stumpy.
Yeah.
So I would put him middle of A. But we can adjust later, right? If something looks off.
Yeah, we can adjust later. So you want to put it middle?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But it's always hard to order people like this. I think A is basically the same. Like there's not much difference.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I think you have to sort of see at the end of the day, and I think it also matters like how strong each role is. Like I mean, some role might not have an S tier player either, so I think you sort of have to like adjust it a bit, like in the middle. So we can move on to USAC. And yes, I know Morg said the tier list is scuffed, but we have like one space over just in case any tier has like like 4 players instead of 3. So I'll fix that later. So USAC, I think I know him the best, but I don't know if anyone else has other input on USAC.
He kinda lives up to the name, no? This guy.
Oh my lord.
Shit, man.
Wait, he was in last split? I actually don't remember. I think
no, he wasn't in spring. He was in summer.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't have much input. Sorry.
I mean, Svenes played against him, so you should have some input.
I mean, I played on him on top actually. That's true, but it was like 1 year ago. I think he's like okay. Like I don't think he's really good. But it depends. Like for TESS, I think he's over average. But if you would look at other leagues, he would be like kind of bad. But that sounds kind of hard. But I don't know like how much he does for his team. Like I don't know if I should take that in account because I think he's probably not the most vocal player from what I've heard. And he like just chills on top, doesn't do much.
Yeah, I think it's a fair assessment. He doesn't like contribute too much to his team comps. I think he doesn't communicate like poorly, but I don't think it's like good communication either. But I think he has a really high like individual skill ceiling. But I think his average level is not that high. I think especially right now he doesn't really grind that hard. I think he's just chilling in like Diamond 1. And when he was like the best, he usually like, you know, he grinded and got even challenger. But he's not really putting in the effort as much right now. So I don't think he's like close to being the best top in the league. But
I would put him over Akikat though.
yeah, I would do the same.
Okay.
I
Does
think
anyone else
he's
feel
an
different?
above average laner.
Yeah.
Has pretty good map awareness from what I played with him.
Anyone
He
else?
plays-
Other input?
Plays really weird champs now. No.
Yeah, he goes way more on like his personal preference than like the best matchup or the best team comp champion. That's like one of the bad stuff with him, but he also performs very well with those champions, I think. So it's very weird and how you wanna like rate that.
I know he's like a volleyball player. Like,
Yeah, yeah, he
That's
plays
all I
volleyball.
think about when I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
and if you lose lane with volley, you're really bad. At least early on, but nah, but I think he's a high B, that's for sure.
Like, would you say just below Stump or just above Akukat? We
Just
could change later as well, but
yeah, just above Akikat.
alright, we do this for now then, and we see you later. Cool. Then it's Frekte, so then Kanske you don't have an input here. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's fine.
But the rest of us can give our thoughts. Do you have any first thoughts about Frekte?
He's a Raven one trick.
Oh, I have strong inputs then.
Okay, Cronan
Hey.
cannot put this input either.
His Riven is it's a bit of a work in progress, I have to say.
Oh shit, I thought you'd praise him.
But yeah, I guess if they ban Poppy, he should be fine.
I mean, I suppose the enemy team will ban Riven though, just to deny him that.
I don't think Riven is an issue in playing Falcon, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I don't think it's an issue like that, but it's nice denying, you know, a good champion. Like a semi-OTP or whatever you could call it.
I think he's pure one trick pony. I think he's really
Yeah.
bad on everything else.
I have
Like-
not seen him on anything else either, so
I
I've
mean,
seen the Mal fight.
from what I watched and played, like I think I played like 6 games in total against this guy, and every time he's on fucking Renekton.
Mm,
But I don't know like how to put him. I would put him like lower B, I guess.
I would put it in C even. Like I think
I would
he's
say
way
C.
he's
C.
one-dimensional.
I'm
Like,
like kind of in between here. Like he does play a decent Malphite on Renekton, but I don't like.
No, but
It's
you
still
can't-
worse than Akikat and Yusak
can't
for
rely
sure.
anyone plays Malphite, no?
You can't rely on Malphite. Like, are you gonna pick it on
Yeah.
blue and then get silenced? Like, it's
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah, fair
Like-
enough. But would you say like high C or middle C or?
Mid C.
I think
or
there's,
mid.
by looking at this, there's only one top I think is worse.
We can
Maybe
just put him
March.
anywhere in C right now, and then we can
just put it
adjust it.
Okay, we do this for now then, and we adjust later on. And we move to Castrullen. So Boundless, your band. What is your other thoughts for that rest of you?
I've only seen him on Orn, I think. I watched through the VOD of the qualifier. And I don't have a strong opinion really. Like, I don't know his level. I don't know if he has played comp before, so it's hard to say.
I mean, I've seen him a bit. Like, I think he was struggling really much in the Swedish scene before, but then he went to like Germany, and I think he improved quite a bit from that point. And I think he's gotten way more like consistent and like a team player. I don't think he's really the carry guy, but I think he's better than Frekt and possibly Akikat. But I feel like he's like around that place, because I don't think the top champ pool is that strong either.
Yeah, that sounds fair. I feel like
Yeah, I don't have much input, so
I
Yeah.
played against him in the like relegation thingy, and from my like experience, the landing phase wasn't like really that impactful. Pac-12, but when it came to team fights,
Mhm.
he sometimes showed up. Not all the time, but few moments of like brilliance. I feel like. So maybe something.
I mean, I
Maybe
think
like
it's
low
very
B
like
or high C.
Yeah, I think we just let Jackie play as this guy where he thinks because we
Yeah.
don't really
I mean,
have
yeah,
info.
he was in Dark Side really briefly now into like relegation, so I got a bit of like input there, and I think he's solid, but he just not doesn't do much. But I think he's like he's solid enough to allow his team to be strong, if it makes sense. So I would like maybe put him in low B for now. I'm not really sure if that's where we end up with him, but like really there in between. So Mendatus and Cronan then is banned.
But okay, oh yeah, true.
I mean, if
You can flame it if you want, but you can't have an input on where he's placed.
Okay, but we're like he's not a defined top laner. That's all I'm saying.
I can just say, in the Landomania team, he was the biggest inter of them all. He was even worse than Latch, and Latch was really not trying to win games. Like this guy is by far the worst top laner, and I would put him straight in D. Like, this guy can only play Poppy, and he's such a bad champ that if Poppy gets buffed, put him S tier, else straight to D. Like I don't want to be that guy, but this
So we do
guy has...
Mendatus Poppy here in S, and then Mendatus
Yes!
on everything else in D.
Yes, I think that's
So low D tier.
no, actually, that's too harsh. I think like, but high. Actually, put him low C. Like I think,
You wanna put him here?
yeah. I think.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I get what you
Even one
mean.
pick better
I
than
think.
Poppy.
But Jonah, if you disagree, just feel free. Like I think this guy was your largest weakness.
I think this is accurate as fuck. I don't know.
I mean, it sucks because I've seen him on his like better days when he was like really solid and strong, like a really good weak sider. And then he just hasn't like kept that level for like the time. I still think he has like the potential to get there, but he's not there right now. I have to say
Yeah.
that. So I don't
I-
think he's too solid.
I can tell you he does not show up sober to games. That's all I can say.
Okay, so we have to take that into account as well. Okay, would you rate him under Reflected then? What do you guys think?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to bully someone, so put him there.
Do you want to put him in D?
No, D is like it's red and dark. Like it's not a good place.
It's a very horrible place, yeah. Okay, well we put him here for now, we see. And then it's me like Panda. What do you think of him, guys?
He's pretty solid, actually. I've played with him before, so
Yeah, I
to
think
me
he's
he's
pretty
one
good.
of the better ones.
Yeah, he's very solid. I think he was a top 2 top laner last split. Or top 3 at least.
Oh, he played last split? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was
On
in
hybrid.
hybrid.
Oh, okay.
I think this is the best top in this league by quite a margin. So I would just put him S. That's I don't have much
Like
to
here?
say really.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's like a high S. I think he's like a low S maybe.
Like
Yeah,
below Emendatus.
yeah. I mean, Dodger's Poppy should be in his own tier.
It's
like
god tier. Yeah.
But
I can see if I can fix something like that later, but I can put me like Panda here. Like I think he was really solid, and I think he really gave Zips a run for his money when we played him last split, and he performed really damn well. Like he was really solid, and I think he outperformed Zips in that series even. And Zips is a really good top laner for that matter as well, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
I think he is the best top laner. I think he's good.
I think
Laning against him was not fun.
I think I can imagine. No, but I think the tops feel kind of fine for now. I guess we have to see later on with the other roles if we feel like it should like be more aligned up or down maybe. Because I mean some roles are more stacked than others. Let's just put it like that.
I think it's fair to have a gap right now between
Yeah, I think this is fair so
and-
far. Yeah,
Merpilia. So this looks good.
cool. Let's move to junglers then. Then we have Kvist, formerly known as Icy. Does anyone have opinions of him so far?
I don't
Well-
have any, personally.
I thought he was a mid laner, so I actually don't know.
Like
No, jungler.
Oh, But there's someone called Quist who plays mid, no? Something like that.
Maybe. But how, like, what's his background like? He's played
He hasn't played that much
LCSC 2
competitive.
times, I think.
Yeah, he got out of LCSC now just recently, so this is his first test split, which is important to take into consideration as well. I think the other, like for the top laners, all of them have some previous experience, but Kvist is very relatively new to the scene, so you have to take that into consideration. And I think he just got ready for TESS, but I'm not sure like to what extent he got ready.
I don't want to be that guy, but he got in the Telenor Liga. They didn't win a single game. They went 3-15. So that would put, like, maybe his team was just a bunch of griefers, but I don't know. I don't. Just by looking at his history, I don't think this guy should be that good. Like, we should have a question mark there because we don't know.
Who tier? Yeah, we need a who tier.
I would actually like put him around C and below, because I feel like this league is stuck with A to B tier junglers.
I agree.
I mean, put him here. Like I have quite a bit of experience with him, and I think most of his value right now as a player is added outside of the Rift. I think he's a really good teammate and has a really good like mentality, and like, it's impossible to have a bad team environment with him. But I don't think he's like the best. You know, he's not the best jungle in itself. You know, I think he still needs to work on his own individual skill. But like, you can't really account for the stuff outside of the Rift either, which is a bit sad for him in the tier list context. But that's kind of the case, you know.
Mhm.
Like I would put him like low B tier, but that's me. If you feel like he's C tier, then I will put him in C tier. I'll give the call to you. To you guys.
I probably put him in C tier since he's like unknown and like the only competitive experience we know of him is like 315.
Yeah, a bit
Probably
unproven.
not.
Like I buy the
Yeah.
argument that it's like unproven. It's very uncertain, but it could.
And watching his like OBGG that we have is like not like spamming games at least, and like D1 not like the most impressive thing.
Yeah.
So
So
probably in C tier.
where in C tier do you want to put him? Like high or middle?
Probably in the middle to begin with. Maybe
Yeah, we can adjust
down.
it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can fix later. Let's move on. So Snille, I actually don't know if Snille has previous experience. I'm really not sure. I haven't really checked how much experience he has, but I mean rank-wise is very good. Although OBGG doesn't really mean too much either.
I've had him in solo queue. I've been happy when he's been on the enemy team. And I've been happy when he's been on my team. Like, he has griefed some games, he has been good some games. I don't think he's bad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he has a lot of comp experience, but that's like, in TESS you don't really need it if you don't want to win it, basically.
Yeah, I mean you have to take into account that also the jungle pool in Sweden and in TESS is not too strong.
Yeah, I think there are only a few junglers that are better than him. Like, I see 3 people I would probably put higher by just looking at the names.
Yeah, like I don't feel too confident in rating him, so I leave this more to you and maybe the other guys and what you would prefer to put Snille in.
I think it's A or B.
I have no major input.
High B or
Probably
low A.
Maybe
I'd say
low A
B.
then for now. Like I still think he seems quite solid, but
Yeah, we can put them there.
I mean yeah, we can adjust later
with.
on.
Yeah,
I
I think that's fair. Maybe he's a bit of a flippy player. That's why I have a hard time judging him just by solo queue.
Maybe like it can change a lot in team plays. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, of course.
But it's more fun to try and rate a player than just put him in a who there. Okay, so Victor, so I'm out of the vote. Up to you guys.
Ooh.
Who wants to start?
Victor is pretty high, I think. But we have to take into fact this guy's definition of boomer.
I mean, that's not false. And if this would be season 4 or season 3, I would put him pretty high.
Mhm.
I still think jungle is the best role to play when you are, how to say,
Old.
if you're not mechanically extremely good. I think jungle is a really good role because at least the meta like Udyr stuff that has been, if that meta remains, I would probably have him high B
Yeah,
or
I
mid
mean,
A.
I think it will remain. I think in the coming 2 patches it will be the Udyr meta, and like, well, whatever meta is coming, it's essentially the same meta as now. It's gonna stick for like the coming 2 or even 3 patches that TESS is also played on.
As long as it's not Elise meta, I think he's a good jungler.
Yeah, I think he's high A if this meta stays basically.
Any other
Yeah.
inputs?
The only times I've played with him, he's like a really big voice in the team, usually for his teams, and I think that's like a really appreciative aspect of him. Someone that takes initiative for plays and like the map.
If he's with a lot of, oh yeah, sorry. Keep
No,
going.
no, you can go. No, it's
If
fine.
he's with a lot of rookies, his value is quite good. If he's with experienced players, I think it can be a problem with how much he talks in game.
I see what you mean.
That's fine.
Because the more people know, the less you need to talk, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I think his team is not the most experienced. I don't know the mid and AD, for example, but
Yeah, they are quite inexperienced. Depends on how much you count me, but
I mean, I think we can put him over
Rookie
Snille.
player.
okay.
But
Do you want to
that's
put
just
middle or top of A?
middle, I think. That's just middle.
That's fair.
I'm fine with middle as well.
Cool.
But
That's
I think there's a chance that Snille is a lot better than we think. And then
Yeah,
these guys will just swap.
I agree with that. I think Snilly can be like of really good value, but it's really hard to say from the get-go. But another jungler I'm really unsure of is Kuro here in Aqualix. I haven't really seen anything of him before. I don't know if anyone else has experience either, but
Played against
Nope.
you
him.
played against him, Boundless, right? Or you
This
saw him in
guy,
the
no.
relegations?
Wouldn't play quals, but I would put him B for sure, somewhere.
Yeah, his champion pool is a bit unique, so I'm not sure if everybody's like ready for him with that
Is it
kind
unique?
of champion pool.
I haven't
he's
checked
the
like a
champion
Zac
pool.
main, and
It's a Zac, man.
basically,
Isn't Zac really
yeah.
shit right now?
Zac, I don't
So
want to
I'm
say he's fucking broken, by the way.
I don't know.
He's the most sleeper champ in the game. Like, okay, maybe don't play him in TESS now, by the way.
Well, shit.
It's not balanced.
I think, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I think, but I think just because he has like Zac mates, they play extremely weird, and I don't know how to rate the Zac mate. Maybe we have to do Amendatus, like the same. He's probably S tier on the Zac, but I don't think we have spots for that. So
Maybe it's hard to say, to be honest. But I think Kuro is like similar to Snille in that sense. It's maybe a bit worse champion pool and like kind of that, like a bit less proven. So I think maybe Kuro would be just under Snille.
yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because we can't put. I think it's really hard to rate players that are basically one tricks. Because if they're on their one tricks, I think they will 1v9 the game.
Yeah.
If not, then it's kind of hard. You can't really judge them.
Okay, that's good.
Cool. Then
think
it's
that's
cool. Then we move to Antwer.
Okay, I'm gonna go toilet while you talk about him, I guess.
Sure, that's fair enough. I'm not really sure where to place him. I think he's not like an Inter. I think he's solid, but it's not like good. Like I think I'm not really sure where to place him. Like he has a lot of experience and he's played a fuck ton of time with his team. So
True.
like I'm not sure really where to place him. Like maybe I personally would think like his individual level is not high, but he fits well with the team. He's experienced to some degree. Like maybe even like low B. Like I think he is good at playing around the strengths of Falcon as a team, like this lineup here. I'm not sure if that would transition to another team, but in this team he does know like the strengths to play around, and that's really valuable in TESS. That you just play the right plays. But I don't know if anyone else has other inputs. I mean, Boundless, you played against him.
I mean, I wouldn't
Just
say
recently.
he's an ace player, for example. but he's for sure a team player. Pretty solid middle of the pack.
I think he's basically like the Aku cut of jungle.
Yeah.
So I would just put him
Oh
there.
yeah.
You want to put him
Like-
right next to Akukat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the same type of player. Not doing anything wrong, but it might not do a lot of things right.
Yeah, I
Which is
mean,
kind of hard
yeah.
to say, but
He's not gonna carry a game. I think Falcon has other places that carry the game, and you know for that lineup that works just fine. I think to have Antwer as a player, like it fits really well into it. So he's done. Then it's Fantasy. Not really sure. He hasn't really played in TESS or anything like that. I think doesn't have too much experience. Although I do think he's pretty decent in teams. The little I saw him quickly now in Darkside. But does anyone else know of him? Like who is or?
He has 0 team experience, by the way.
yeah, zero what?
He has 0 team experience.
He has,
Yes,
but he's actually
yeah.
surprisingly decent in team. He's that kind of player that like he kind of fits right into a team environment.
When I played against him in the relegations, he was, in my opinion, was kind of invisible. Like I did not think
Mhm.
about the Youngler at all when I was playing, but maybe my Youngler had some other like opinion about that, but like I didn't like think much about it. It wasn't really a standout performance, if I were to say it myself.
Yeah. So in Cronan, have you played anything or seen Fantasy?
No input.
I think we can put him kind of low, honestly.
I
Just
still
because,
think he's like B tier. Like I still think he's pretty good, but I don't think he's, you know. I think he has potential, but potential is potential.
I mean, he would be a question mark tier for me because I don't know.
I think I've seen enough to rate him like sort of confidently, and I think
I
he's
mean,
like around the
yeah.
Antwer level, like a
Then you
different
can
style.
put him there. I think you take the charge of this.
Yeah, I can get the blame if if it comes. But I think that's maybe just below Antwer. It's fine. Like I think it's a quite decent gap from Antwer and Fantasy to Kuro and Snidle and Victor. Like probably a bigger gap than this like one spot here, but like it's hard to illustrate.
Okay. Is Antwerp tier like average or like?
Yeah, it's basically average.
Okay.
Yeah, B is like average.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, like it's hard to say. Like maybe even Kuro should move up to A tier, like when you think about it. But we can check. Like after we've done mids, we can see sort of the average level a bit more. We can like do a small like checkup then. But for Scrooty, he played in TESS last split, so people here should know him. And I
He
played
did?
against him. Yeah, he was in AHK.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He was 1v9ing on that team, kinda.
Yeah,
think
exactly. Now I
This
remember.
guy was complete 1v9, pathing monster. Like
That's why I
he-
stole him.
This guy is S tier, but he's not top S tier because that spot is for the other guy below him. I think.
Really? Okay.
I think Chakal is better, but this is like the debate.
I think Scrooty needs to get more into like the team environment more. I think it was times when we played against AHK. I feel like I think Swictor played what needed to be done better than Scrooty. Although I think Scrooty might surpass him like this split or have surpassed him. I'm not really sure on that one. But Scrooty is really good, and I think he can get really damn much better in this split already. So I would be willing to put him in S tier even, like in like bottom S tier or high A tier. That's like where I would put him, kind of.
Okay, I like.
I would say high A, and then check out somewhere around this.
I think this guy was complete 1v9, so I'm putting him as like mid
You think
bottom
yes?
S.
Okay.
I like what I'm hearing.
This
I mean-
guy plus Drunkstar were the most 1v9 junglers in this league. The last split.
Yeah, I
Like-
thought the same actually. Like his impact on the games were really high.
So
Like,
would you put him S as well,
My
Kanske?
yeah, probably low S.
Okay, well I think it
That's fair.
leans towards the low S then, because I was kind of in between. So we do low S then,
I think it's fair.
and then it's Chakal.
This,
And
I have
Zvene,
many
you had
inputs.
You had high inputs and
I think it's
Cronan as well.
this is Chakal
Yeah.
Brandvermer or something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The Danish
That-
guy.
Yeah, this guy is good. Like I know, just his name knows that. I know that this guy is good. Like I don't know how to explain it. Maybe he's a Nida one trick. That's just the thing I get from remembering his name. But he has played for a long time, and I think he's mechanically solid. But I'm not sure like how good he is right now. I need to actually pick him up.
He's a mechanical beast, I think, for sure. But I don't know how well he will like benefit from this meta because his like top champs are like Nidalee, Lee Sin, Rek'Sai, and
It's
those
kind of
champs are
weird.
like kind of dead.
It's not the best meta for that. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe the Lee Sin flex, but Lee Sin is still kind of shit in jungle.
Actually, have this guy even played recently? Or
He
has
was,
He wasn't he in like last summer split?
Yeah,
not in
we
spring?
played together last split.
Like,
No, like the split before.
Yeah, because I don't really, like, I haven't played against him and haven't really seen him play properly for like one game I saw, and it's not enough to make an opinion. But I know he has a fuck ton of experience. But I don't know how that's gonna transition either. So I would much rather have Kronan and Zvene rate him.
Actually, maybe I'm overrating. Maybe screw this better. I'm trying to.
I can't say too much
We
about Scrooge. That's
we
the
can
thing.
just assume that Shakal is, washed up if we want.
I mean, he's
Look.
D2 now, so kinda accurate, no?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I know Shakal, if he actually like grinds up a bit, I'm really sure he's gonna be better than Scrooty, but I'm not sure if he will grind up. That's kind of the thing that you're questioning, right? Like, I think right now he's maybe worse than Scrooty, but if he just takes it seriously, I think he's gonna be better than Scrooty. But I mean, we're rating them for what they are right now.
I would just
We're also rating for like what they will become as
But
well.
then-
To some extent.
I think he should be mechanically better than Scrooty, more experience than Scrooty, but it just depends which Chakal that shows up, It's
Yeah, 'cause-
either S tier or B tier, I guess.
No, to me, it's what mental he shows up with, because he's had a bit of a flip mental when I played with him. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, I'm leaving this one up to you. You're taking the flag for this one, so where do you want to place him?
I will say high S to begin with, but I think if things go south in the beginning, it's for sure gonna be
Okay.
looking like a C tier jungler. But we'll see.
I put him high S, like that's my gut feeling. Like,
You want to
I
put
know-
Tyr then in the top S?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
he's potentially
I think so.
the best jungler. Maybe
Right.
Scrooty can move up as well, because I think there's a gap, but we can sort that once.
Yeah, I think after the mids we check through like the alignment level of players. I think that will make it better. Alright, so for mid we have Peppy. Finnish dude, has played quite a bit, and I think he was in Tele Masters as well.
Was he? What did
Yeah.
I play him?
I don't know. I don't think he was in this, but the previous Tele Masters he was in.
Oh, he wasn't that box. Wait.
Maybe he was even this. Yeah, he was
I
this Tele
played
Masters
versus
as well.
this guy on mid. We trolled versus these guys. I played Nocturne versus him. Oh my lord, this is spice.
Did you win?
I fucking stumped him. Wait, no.
Oh, shit.
I think this guy was not good. Like, I think it was complete average. I think he played Lulu versus me. No, I don't know if we roll swapped, but the thing is we lost both games. But it was like a 0 factor in the games. Their bot lane was good in that Fox.
Okay. So where would you rate him?
I think you can wait to rate him after the others. Like, I'm not sure. I don't think he's bad necessarily at all. Maybe we were just that good. Or my Nocturne mid was just really good.
I mean,
Actually,
I've played against him a bit, and I think he's solid and all, but I don't think he's like a super insane player. I think he just plays to the team. That's a good enough kind of level. But I'm not sure if it's more than that. I'm not sure.
Have you played versus him, Cronan?
No, I don't know who this is. Sorry. No major input.
I
mean, we
he's
could have
probably-
waited with him if we want, but
He's higher than average, I think, even though mid is kind of stacked.
I mean, I'd like low
Middle of
A,
B
high B.
for the meanwhile.
Yeah, mid low B, I think it's fine.
I put him here then. I mean, we can just. I mean, after mid we just
Yeah,
check through
we
again.
can adjust.
He's
Then
probably
it's
better.
then it's Silas, and I think he had previous experience in. Fuck, where was that? I forgot where it was, but he had previous experience, and I think it went quite well. And from what I've seen, it seems like a player that thinks a lot, like he's thinking a lot for himself. Good mental to improve, but I have limited info.
I think
They
this guy is
played with another mid before. Like if they had slow queue, I would put him as, but this I don't know about him at all. The Silas guy.
I think I've played with this guy in solo queue. I think he's good. Like, I'm not sure. I have never
Yeah.
seen him come.
I've never seen him either, so
He's better than Pepe, that's for sure. But
Yeah, I would for sure rate him. Like I think he might be the best mid or a top mid, at least like top two.
no, not the best mid. I think Vero
Rove,
will take
yeah.
his spot, kind of.
Right, we'll get to that one then, but I think Silas.
Probably high A, honestly.
We can put him like top of A for now.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like I think you can for sure get into S, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, Greed Lives, I'm out of the vote.
How many mids are there? Ooh,
Eight.
it's hard.
For
Oh.
as in every other role.
I don't know. I know him as a bit of a one trick, so I don't really have much opinions. Like I have him as a Victor one trick in my mind, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
Gallo.
yeah,
Close
Galio, exactly.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well then I have it confused, mixed up.
No, but
It
his
was
spread is
insane on that
solid.
champion.
Like
Yeah.
no matter what champ he's on, feels like he does the same, like what he needs to do.
Okay.
I'm not sure about his laning phase against the top, but
I think he might be a B.
Mhm.
That
Mm-hmm.
I think he's
Probably
probably.
low B.
I think he's like B or C, but the C is kind of. I'm not sure. There's so many that we put close to each other, so we're not really using D tier. But it would be like.
I mean, we don't need to use the ether to be honest. I mean, it's fine to have it and not even place anyone there. I think.
It's a bit bad putting people in.
I mean,
D.
D tier is
Yeah,
like almost like you shouldn't be in TESS. I think C you can argue for they should be in TESS, but D tier just no, it shouldn't be in TESS. I suppose.
I mean, I think Pepe should probably be better because of his placing in Finnish league. So I think we just put him below him.
You want to put him like just below or like two below?
I think we can put him just two below right now, and then we can
Two
see.
below, sure. Everyone else okay with that?
Sure.
yeah.
Then it's Knest, or Knast rather, that's he's called now. I don't know why his name changed. And I think this guy is like, he can be so fucking good and he can be so off sometimes. I mean, just Dragon had high praise for him.
Yeah.
But
maybe I can't-
I know he's not like super grinding right now. I don't know if he picked it up because I don't think he's on the same level as last split. But like he is individually really fucking good when he gets to that point. Or Zvene, do you
Yeah.
remember playing against him?
I think he was one of the better mids last split. Top 3, top 2. I don't think it was.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
I'd
it
rate
was-
him like top 3 last split
It
in
was
terms
probably
of mid.
Dragon, T, and him. But T was like kind of flippy.
Yeah, like I
I'm
think Nest was like exactly what the team needed in
Actually-
terms of like carry performance.
I think this guy was fucking good actually. He would probably be better than Pepe. But that's
Yeah,
up for debate. Maybe I'm biased.
I mean, I'd rate him above Pepe, but I'm not sure what his level is right now because I know he's not as good right now as he was last split. But he has time to grind up in like 1+ week. I think he can get to that level as well quite quickly, as he's that kind of player.
He has a pretty special shampoo as well. So if it ever moves to that meta, he will shine. But for now, he's like for sure above average, around top.
Do we
For
put
me,
him
he's
like
8 here.
Lower,
Yeah,
right?
Probably middle A.
You think he's high?
I would
Like
put
you
him
laned versus
middle.
him, I think.
Who?
Like you played versus him, no?
Yeah, I don't think I went mid, but I think we dropped like 2 bans because he played like Morgana or something.
Yeah.
So That's what I know him for, kind of. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I was popping off on more.
So what's your input on that? Like, do you want to put him in A as well?
I would say mid-A, something like that.
Mid-A. Alright, we can put him here for now then. We see.
Yeah.
Alright, then we move on to Silence. And yeah, I think me and Boundless has the most experience against him. And I think he is quite solid, but I think his champion pool is a bit limited. It's not bad, but I think like he's a bit too good, and like especially like Nico, Silas, and I think it's Ori and Victor, for example. And beyond that, it's like a bit more scuffed. But he's a good player, but I'm not sure exactly if I would place him like average kind of, or so.
I don't know how he is in teams, but I would put him over Greedo.
Like, I think he's really solid. I do think he's really solid, especially if he gets those like 4 champions. That it's like the best on our 5 champions. Cronan, do you remember as well?
I think he was amongst the weaker mids, but I did get solo killed twice, so I can't really comment on that. But I do think he has champion pool issues, which kind of sets him back a bit. So to me, it's like B tier, somewhere in B.
I mean, I would rate him under Pepe. I would do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to comment on Greedlife because he's my player, but yeah, like below Pepe, I would say Silence is, but for sure B tier also.
I mean, a lane versus both of them. I mean, it feels it's so different. I don't know. They are so close in skill, but they do different stuff. Actually, no, it's the other way around. They do the same stuff.
They do the same stuff. Okay, but where would you feel like placing them? Do you want to put Silence right above Greedlife?
I mean, Silence play carries. Like, he plays Cork and stuff. And
yeah, he plays a bit more of that than Greedlife, yeah.
Yeah. That's like the only difference, I feel like.
Okay, so you want to place him here, just above Greedlife?
Yeah.
Cool. Then it's Shuri, so Boundless, you're out of the question.
Yeah.
I think maybe Kanske, do you want to start? What do you feel like about Shuri?
Should I have a strong opinion of him?
I mean, you played against him, so I'm just thinking like recently you played against him.
I don't know, they picked Tristana twice and like sprinted it really hard. I remember him getting a lead early in one of those games and like really didn't do anything at all. So yeah, that's my experience, I guess. I don't know. Nothing special at all. Or like at least those games. I don't know others, but
yeah, I mean we have to rate for recent performance, and I think I kind of agree. I think when we played in the finals in Division 2, I think he was really popping off, but it was also like you have to consider the level of play. And I think against better teams, they know better how to punish if he gets a lead and doesn't use it well. I mean, that's going to be a really big difference here in TESS. I think individually he can challenge like at least half of the mid laners in the league, but he needs to get better at like using that lead that he gets. Like, he's a very unrefined player, in my opinion.
I think he's a C tier.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I would say C tier, but I think he can get higher if he actually refines his play, but I think it's a while to go. Like, I think he belongs in TESS, but he needs more time to actually get to that level.
Yeah, I just remember him, like, after our games, he just jumps into the next one, picks Tristana again, and went, like, 0-7 or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know.
Wait, wasn't it 2 games only? I think I played Trist, one of them.
Yeah, maybe it was, I don't know, I just remember you guys.
But I'm not the 0-7 one, though.
But yeah, probably C tier somewhere. Maybe
middle C tier.
Yeah, maybe middle. Yeah.
Like, I think it is still a bit of gap from Silence and Greedlife. Like, I think he gets more leads than Silence and Greedlife in lane, but I feel like they play much better, like, to their size. They play better with using what they got, kind of. And I think that's like a big difference. And I think if Shuri fixes that, he'll be above Silence and Greedlife, but he's not there right now.
So I think it's
fair enough. Okay, so it's Cronan. So the first player to actually, be in the call as well. So you obviously can't rate yourself.
Okay, then can I just get some interview questions with Cronan?
Quickly,
Yes, shoot.
Cronan, will you try hard this split?
I will not.
Will
Okay,
you
it's
try
D
to
tier,
win?
guys.
It's D tier. It's coming.
Okay.
Because he played Zvene bot versus us, and he was not really performing. But and then one game, wait.
No, I
don't
played
know.
Senna.
Oh yeah, you were the Senna. Maybe you weren't
That,
griefing,
that
but
was
your
that was
Zvene
a
really
that was a
griefing.
disaster.
Like
Happens,
I
man.
think Ladomania is the most flip team there will ever be.
Yeah, holy shit, they're gonna be S plus or D minus.
Yeah, like it's really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
But
so true because I think Cronan knocked me out of the qualifier for last split, and then he trolled the whole split. Like I don't understand.
Happens,
it's-
man.
But I think if you try hard, you could be good. But
Yeah,
I'm kind of old, so
yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, if
I'm
Cronan
watching.
actually try hard, if you try hard, you'd fucking be S tier, I think.
I mean,
But you
if we
don't try
go-
hard.
if we assume Cronan will flip it, and he got solo killed by Knas twice, then he should be below Knas now.
Yeah, I think top B or low
No, I
A,
will
given
not
this.
put Cronan. I will not put Cronan B, but
Low A
that's-
then, low A.
Yeah, probably.
And Cronan, if you try hard, you let us know and we change this up. But
I mean I'll have to see like halfway through the split how I feel kinda. So
halfway through the split.
yeah,
Okay,
I'll change my mind halfway through the split.
Oh,
Depends on
okay.
my bot lane, honestly.
But
Like,
man, I hate playing against Mania because you never know what's gonna happen. Like, it's just fucking insane, you know?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna go mid a lot. That's all I can say.
Okay, maybe we should put you support. Alright, but we can move on to Rao then. And Zvene, you were very confident that he's the best.
S tier, like top right.
Yeah, this
Would
is
you-
the largest gap.
I like
Yeah.
even at the top.
Yeah, like Shudi knows about this guy. He's also Romanian, and
He has
It's
even
probably
E
the best.
Masters experience, right?
yeah, I think he'll slap every mid.
I played tryouts with him I was still on GXR, but I was filling some tryouts, and I played with him, and I was surprised how much he talks. He can play Thalia very well, but he doesn't play it only. He's like a one trick that plays other champs, so he can always bust that out if it's a good matchup, even though he's not the best mid.
Yeah.
But this is like the most obvious S tier for me. I don't think it's up for debate.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get the same vibe. Like when you look at his OPG the first time and you see like this champion who is like, what the fuck is this shit? And then, but you still see like his like broad experience of being in EU Masters and shit, and performing really well. So I mean, I think it's quite undoubtable that he's like an S tier mid, for sure. I don't know if I'd put him like at the top, but probably, to be honest, I don't have enough knowledge to know. So if you feel confident in that, I think that's fair enough.
I think the gap is really wide. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So I guess we wrap up mid on that. And I think when we have this done now, we can try and adjust it a bit. Is there any adjustment so far, like between the roles that you feel like you want to do?
Maybe Stumpy should be higher. I'm thinking I mean, he plays only Heimer, so it's hard. Maybe he needs a Emendatus tier as well.
Stumpy Heimer?
I hate one tricks. They're the worst.
I mean, we could put a Stumpy Heimer in top.
I agree.
Maybe we can put up Panda. I don't know. I think Panda could go up one step, and both top players could go up one step in A tier. Because there's probably a gap that's bigger than one.
Okay.
Square. I'm not sure if you guys agree.
I mean, I kind of agree. I do think it is a big gap between Stumpy, like from Stumpy and Reproduce like Nakigat. Like if it's like 3 top players that like stick out of the get go. Like yeah, we move Emendatus up as well. Important stuff.
Yeah. Like this is crucial for the success
something like
of the
that.
list.
I think another stuff is to actually put up Peppy one step.
Yeah, Pepe needs to go up. Like this is not fair.
I think it is a bit of a gap between there. I think.
And I remember now the game after talking in your chat. I played versus Pepe in Telemasters, but he was lane swapped into top lane Seraphim. And he didn't perform too well. And I just remember I knocked and ulted him like 5 times, and then they won the game because we were trolling. But
happens, man.
Yeah, like I think this is more fair. I think Snilly could also be higher. Maybe it's better than Swifter, I'm not sure. But that's like up for debate.
Yeah, but like between the roles, do you feel like you want to make any adjustments there? Like, do you feel like, for example, is Victor equal to Knest, for example?
I think junglers, like,
No,
is...
actually, they're too high.
Wait, what?
No?
Who?
I think you could put down all junglers, 1 square.
1 square.
Maybe that. No. Snilly can't be beat. This is hard.
I don't think Shakal is like on the same level as Root, for example.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's true.
What if we put Rakal down here then?
Yeah, I think
1 step.
somewhere around there. You could also put Shakal and Scroody on the same S tier.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like in the same square, right?
Do you want to have put Screwed up or Rakal down?
Or what do you think?
I mean, it's quite even.
Like, should they be beside each other, like with a slash between?
What do you think, Zvene? Zvene died.
That's good.
Never
Maybe
lucky.
BRB, I think. No?
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but I think maybe you could put down the junglers 1 notch, but I still feel like Svictor and Snille are A tier, you know. I'm still get that vibe, but like maybe make A tier a bit bigger and put them down a notch. I'm not really sure.
Well, why are we putting down junglers? Is it because they're not equal to mid laners, or?
Yeah, like I'm
Because
trying
that's
to.
like always the case, I think. No, like junglers are kind of harmless.
True. Is it the mid laner flaming inside of you right now?
I mean, they're not mechanically good, but they're a lot smarter than me. I can say it. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm just thinking if we can say that Victor is even to Knast, for example, or if we should like put it down a notch, for example. We can maybe discuss it more later on when we have all the roles.
We can finish
as well.
it, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, we can just see when Zvene comes back as well. But you could like start slowly thinking a bit of like what predictions that you want to make, and also what players that you want to watch in each role up until then. But we'll get to that later on. But we're not like we're not gonna predict like how many wins they're gonna get or shit like that, because it's just too annoying mathematically to deal with that shit.
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, cool. Then we move on. We're gonna adjust more when we get to the end. We said Zvene, like where everyone is. Alright, so Eliton. Everyone here should have played against Eliton. What are your thoughts?
I think he's solid. He's a solid, like, he's the staple of AD carries, I think, in this league. Like, he's not better than most, and he's not worse than most. Like, he's like a perfect middle, I think.
Yeah.
He plays everything as well, as I know as well.
So. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think he performs a lot better than he looks as well. Like, he doesn't look too solid like at first glance, but I think he performs a lot more solid than. I feel like AHK are good at playing around their bot lane as well, like the strength of their bot lane, playing aggressive.
Yep.
I think it's a very solid like middle B. But I also feel like the ADC pool is fucking stacked compared to any other role.
Agreed.
Like it's fucking insane.
I think this guy was the best carry on Aqualix with Scroody. Wait, he was on
AHK.
Hold on.
Yeah, HK. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, him and Scroody were kind of carrying that team.
Yeah, I agree. I may be here, like a middle top B.
Yeah, I would say middle top.
Who's his jungler now? It's Kvist, right?
Kvist, yeah. So it's gonna be even more pressure to play, like that he will carry. But I also feel like he plays with that pressure well, to be honest. Yeah, but maybe here. I think ADC we're gonna need to adjust later on, because it's it's stacked, you know, it's fucking stacked. So Mishigu NLC experience, although he has like he played LCSC when it was like this test split, and then he played in NLC, and I actually think he performed quite well, although I didn't see that many games. But I think he's an S tier player, to be honest.
He's S tier.
Does anyone else have experience playing against him?
I agree. Yep. Kanske, you played with him, right?
Fuck, I don't know.
I think you did.
Maybe. Yeah,
Did you-
maybe.
Yeah,
I
like
did.
the Phoenix tournament.
I mean,
Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
No, you
Uh,
didn't. Fuck, it was another guy.
Okay. Put the pressure on. Okay. Yeah, the things I've seen from NLC is like he's solid for sure, and probably above the competition here.
Yeah, I mean, I think he never really hinted in LC, right? Like, I think it was always solid as well, which is very rare for a rookie to be, especially at that level.
I think he's for sure S tier, but
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's the best, but I think he might be the best.
I think he's better than Divine.
Then I
But-
would argue that Michigo is the best.
But is he better than Latch though? That's the question.
That's the question.
Kronan is Latch tryharding, or what's
Like,
happening?
if he's tryharding, I think he's top 3. But
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get to that later, but I think Michigo is the best then.
Yeah, he's
straight
for
up.
sure the best. He's for sure the best.
Adding him there then. Alright, then it's Tjenare, so I'm out of the vote.
I would probably put him either S or high A,
yeah,
since I've played
same.
with him in some tryouts. He's really mechanically good, and I feel like at least when I played with him in the bot lane, he talked a lot, or like enough for me to like do my thing, and he would rarely fuck up at anything. So yeah.
Is he better than Eliaitan? Or is he pretty much the same?
Yeah. No, he's better for sure, I would say.
Like, mechanically, he's on par with the top. Like, thing is, if I would put him like low S or high A, but he can for sure like be the best if things goes right. Depends on how he develops as well.
For me, it's A tier. I think the S
Mhm.
tier is kind of too stacked for him to be S. Right now, at least. But
That's fine.
I thought it was a Shen 1 trick, so maybe I was wrong.
Not sending help. He's not sending help.
He just likes the name too much for Tjenare.
I became a Shen 1 trick for him.
True.
For sure.
Alright, so you wanna put it seems like top A is the place?
Yeah.
For people, or does anyone disagree?
Fine by me.
It's fine.
I
It
mean,
depends where we put Latch, but yeah, we can put him here temporarily.
yeah, sure. Okay, Mystery.
Over a light, and I think. But I'm not sure.
I would say just below Elitan.
Yeah.
This sounds pretty fun, but Mystery might be the worst ADC in the league, and he is legit the middle of B. Like ADC is fucking stacked. I don't know if I can call him the worst, but it's like in that kind of bottom of the ADC list, but he's still fucking good. Like he's really solid. He never really grieves or anything. Like he never ints.
I think that's fair, honestly.
Yeah, like I think ADC is really fucking stacked. Swedish ADCs are good.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like he's like right below or even with Elitan. I don't know. I don't think I can rate him better than Elitan though. From what I've played against him.
I'd say because of shampoo, honestly. Like, a light and plays more variety of champs.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, like Mystery sort of get the same stuff all over again, and he always performs with it. But Lightning can also pull out like the Samira and Carfus and shit.
It will all depend, like, on how the jungle change for a light and will change up how he looks at least.
It's hard to say, but I think this is fair enough for now then. So then it's Holmberg, and Kanske you can't vote then. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I
let's
think
go
playing
with
against Holmberg, like I think honestly the Falcon bot lane as a whole was pretty damn solid. I think they're like the carry point of Falcon, and it's the sole reason why they actually got the wins they got. I think the team plays around them well, but I think the bot lane is solid, and I think Holmberg is really good as well. I don't know if maybe I'd rate him. I don't know if I'd rate him like B or low A, but at least in my experience, like he's one of the few ADCs that actually like pressure you in lane out of like the bottom 5 or so.
Like Falcon spot caught me off guard. Like, I woke up, was gonna play the fucking relegation tournament, and then they just fucking play the lane as it's supposed to be played, I guess. He probably, I think he got leads in both games and he carried.
Man,
I think he's fucking low A, to be honest. I think he's really good.
all I remember is my last game versus Falcon, but I think they were kind of mental boom, and we kind of won in 20 minutes. So
Kanske, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I remember I was on a flank or something, and then someone griefed the entire flank, and then we got aced, and like you guys blew up in the game.
I
I don't know. That was a bit atrocious.
I think we just got prio, and then nothing. I just ganked every single player for like 3 minutes. I don't think I based. I just went lane to lane. It was beautiful. But it's like I can't say much about Holmberg. Like I think he's fine. Like,
yeah, I think it's low A, to be honest. I think it's a step up from Elite and a Mystery, at least.
I think Elite was harder to play versus, at least for me. But maybe we griefed versus them, or it was Aqualix that had better players.
I mean, it's hard to say. I think the Falcon bot lane as a whole is harder to play against than the AHK bot lane, but it's hard to know what's what, right? But I would say that Holmberg is better.
I mean, I'm fine. You can place him anyway. I will not.
I mean, we can just change it up a bit if we need to. Holmberg. Okay, so Boundless, time to flame you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm not really sure where to place you. I think you're better than Mystery though. Like, I think you have one hell of a fucking champion pool to play against. It's legit the worst ADC to play against in terms of champion pool. That's what I think of you. Like, it's.
Aren't you duos? Or all duos?
Honestly, what do you mean with champion pool? I think there are like 5 viable ladies. Like,
but the Boundless can play fucking Teemo and shit. And he's good at it, and that's the worst part. Like, he plays all the mages as well, if you want to play. Like, I think his champion pool is better than Elite and Mystery.
I've not seen him, so I can't rate. It's probably he's.
I mean, maybe just even or just below Elite and just above Mystery. Is my
I think that's fair.
opinion. Maybe move up Elite and then it's not. Or what do you think, Kanske?
I think that's fair. Like, if I remember relegations correctly, you guys in the bot lane was at least the best part of your team, and maybe your top laner. So I think that's fine.
But I think. Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you can go, please.
I think B tier is like you can basically put them on the same level. Like it's not B plus. Like these guys are pretty much same level.
Yeah, like maybe I can fix it later, like make them into the same.
For sure.
Right.
Okay, can we save Lash for last?
Sure. Where do you want to put Divine?
I think Divine is like.
Should be S, right?
Yeah, but low. I think there's a gap. I don't think Divine is that personal.
Yeah, I don't have good input here, to be honest, so I prefer to leave it to you in that case.
I just think he joined a kind of disaster team. M&M was like really, really doomed because of internal shit. So it's hard to say if he was doing fine, but I just remember him in the NLC relegations. He did some very questionable. He walked up at certain times when he shouldn't walk up, and it kind of cost him the most free game I've ever seen in my life. I think Twist, or what M&M's mid was on Cristalla like 9-0, and they managed to lose the game.
Jesus Christ.
Like, really, really sad.
But you still think S tier?
Yeah, I still think he's better than every other AD by a margin. But I don't think he's that good. Like, I don't think he's NLC level.
Yeah. Like, I think the top here should be like NLC level. Like, middle S is like arguable NLC, and like bottom S is like not just there yet, maybe.
Yeah, but his pop is gonna pop off.
It's gonna carry them to NLC and then it's gonna be banned.
Yeah, but I think this is fair.
Yeah, we do that then. So, do you want to take last of ADCs or last of the whole fucking tier list?
Do Latch now, no?
If you want more viewers, you just save Latch for last, no?
Okay, we do Latch last.
Like for me, it could be in 3 places here. Like
yeah, I think.
he could be like in the open spots here, like anywhere.
Yeah.
Like he could be between Michigan, Divine. He could be between Shane and Holmberg. He can also be like the lowest.
Yeah.
So, Cronan, how have scrims gone? Everything going
Yeah.
fine?
We do not scream in Londonmania. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Also, not even you have input. I don't know. Like I played against Latch when he's at his best and at his worst, and I think at his best is fucking good. Like I remember I played the finals in DreamHack against him, and had like a Twitch game where he fucking popped off and like 1v9 the game. Like he can be so fucking good when he plays, but also it can be very like underwhelming as well if he doesn't like keep the level up.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure what Latch we're gonna see in the summer, if I'm honest.
How's solo queue going for him right now?
Can we just do a latch tier instead of D? Because
Yeah, almost.
he can be anywhere, you know.
I mean, I would say a Lanemania tier.
I mean,
Like-
Londonmania tier is accurate, no? Like the whole team is kind of flipped.
It's
Yeah,
even red, so it's all made for you.
Yeah, I think we can just rename it to Lenomania.
I mean, it's almost worth. I
I
mean,
think
do we even can we play Slatch? That's my question. Like,
we can
is
just
he
put
tryharding to some degree?
Do we put like a hit or miss tier?
Yeah,
I mean, from
but that's Lenomania. It's a synonym.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Like, I need to know if Latch is tryharding or not. If I should place him properly.
I think he's most tryhard on the team, but that doesn't really say much, to be honest. So, yeah.
Oh
don't know.
man.
I mean, he was really rate splitting versus us on Vayne in top.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was epic. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe we'd have to make a Latch tier or Lanomania tier.
Just do a Lenomania tier.
I think we have to make a Lanomania tier.
Or we put him in Latch on a good day is probably S in the middle of S. Latch on a bad day is D.
Well, keep in mind the red one could be like anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay,
By
we
the
just,
way,
You could put equals S or D. Like
yeah, I think that's. I think you can put Cronan there as well. Honestly, Cronan can go. I think Cronan is.
I mean, we might as well almost.
Yeah, I think that's for content.
Okay, we
where am I
do
going?
this. Yeah, you're going here as well. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh, now it got red.
No, but it's the best tier, you know.
I mean, it's a respectable tier. You have to give him that.
I like it.
The fucking Lanomania madness. I mean, you are the fucking worst team to play against, like hands down. Because you might like pull out the most weird shit ever and smurf the game, or you might just lose it so we get a free win. Like you
Like,
never know what you're getting.
Cronan, do you have a coach?
Yeah, I am the coach.
Well,
Oh, shit.
let's go
Okay.
support.
Yeah,
Let's
Skog then. I don't really have much experience against him, to be honest. I don't know if I even played against him. Does
That's
anyone
all
else?
experience with him. That's it.
And how is it?
He's probably better than the bottom. Kinda even with the middle of the pack, I'd say.
Okay.
Say
Like even
low
with like
B, I guess.
mystery?
Yeah,
Or
around
just,
there.
Like here or here? Does anyone else have other opinions?
nope. Not me.
I mean, I haven't really played against him, so I can't know. He doesn't seem too smurf, but he doesn't seem bad. So I don't know.
I have not seen much of him either, to be honest.
I have no clue who he is.
Unknown talent.
Yeah, like I've checked his OPG, but it's not too telling either. So, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
even with mystery.
I guess he's a grinder already 1k games, so that's
That's a
maybe a
bad
positive.
1K games.
Yeah,
If I can miss that part in
So-
that case, Jesus fucking Christ.
I guess
I mean,
he's
that's-
committed either to improve or to just play.
That's fucking
Below.
insane. If he has 1K games already.
Yeah,
I mean, that's commitment, so that's good. He's probably grinding a lot, and that's good for team play, but yeah, I can't say too much from the OPGG either. But I think that's fair enough for now. We'll see if we fix it a bit.
Mhm.
So then it's Snabi. And did you play against him
Um,
in Telemasters, Zvene?
No, but I know he's not bad. Like I think there is no S tier support. I think that's kind of fair to say.
But what about me, man? Memeing. No, but I think Snobby is. I think Snobby is really good, but I think he's not good in the sense that people see it. I think he's very like he does a lot of hidden stuff where he pressures you really hard. I think out of these supports, is like the one support that like pressures you to even get onto the map, kind of. Like he'll shut down your roams, he'll shut down your vision in a different way than other supports do. So like out of these supports, he's the one that I struggle the most against personally. Maybe that's my personal playstyle, but that's my feeling of Snobby. But I don't know if like Kanske or Boundless has experience against him to know more.
I think he plays the map really well.
Did he play the last split?
In Norway.
Or
He was in light
He
side.
was in Nordavind last split.
Yeah.
He was in light side before that.
okay. I've only played against him like once or twice in solo queue, and I think he played Yana that game, and he's like psychopath, just runs around. But
He's a Yana
then
one
again-
trick, I think.
Yeah. Then again, he like all Yana players are kind of sucked.
Yeah,
So-
I mean he doesn't play Yana at all in team play. I mean I guess you get the idea of it, but yeah, I don't think he ever plays like even in scrims. I don't think he ever plays Yana. I don't know what it's like now in Nordavind and Unique, but in light side like he never played Yana in scrims. He doesn't even opt into it. He doesn't like win like once he played it. So I don't know. Like I think he's really good at like roaming and understanding the map plays, and I think maybe Solki is very limit testing in that sense. But
I think he's in the middle of A. I think he's probably one of the better supports.
yeah, I would say so.
Either in the middle or the top one, for sure.
I would personally say like top A, but
I don't think there's an S tier support. I think only hybrid support potentially. But
yeah, he's looking like the one contestant for it from the little I've seen, but I don't really have that much info. But we can get to that. But okay, we put him in the middle now. We can see.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then it's me. So don't hold back with the flame now, because then I'm very disappointed.
Boomer.
Oh fuck, man.
Who wants to start?
Yeah, don't hold back. I don't want to have niceness because I'm here.
Like I don't know who Booba is. That's the problem.
it's
But
Veigar.
I don't know
Meager,
that.
is
Okay.
it?
Ah,
Yeah.
Meager. Okay, then yeah.
Oh.
Didn't know your name changed.
Can we just do Jackie last? I think that's good content.
I think it's
Sure,
for sure
yeah, you
above-
can do me last
for-
if you want.
for sure above Skog and under Snubby, but
I mean, we can do me last if you want to make that for the content. It's up to you.
Yeah, sure. I need some thoughts.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Logan then is the next one. Boundless, do you
Well-
want to start?
I would put him last.
Whoa.
So in B or C tier? In that regard?
I don't know. Like I think since Skog, like I don't know. He's kind of even, but like the support pool is kind of like middle stacked. I feel like
Yeah, I agree.
they're
that it's
stacked
quite
around
middle.
A and B. Like I don't know where to put them. I think maybe over Skog or under him.
I don't think Logan is C tier at least. I think he's B tier, but I think he has some improvements that he needs to make. It's even in the chat, so that's good for me, so I don't have to type it later in DMs. I think he struggles to play the map sufficiently in the current meta, and with that, he also it's not it's not the one that beats you in lane often. So I do think that he's like B tier. I don't think he's bad in like any regard, but I think he needs to step up in like the map plays, for example, to like fit his playstyle more. But I don't know. I gotta know how he compares to Skog. I can't say that, but
Wasn't Logan the Cillian player? Last split?
he plays Cillian as well, yeah. So he has a broad champ pool. Like he plays like the champs that you dread to play against.
Yeah, I remember him playing a lot of like Morgana, Kate botlane with Mystery. And that was
Maybe
fucking
it's
annoying.
even with Skog.
I mean, I remember the games I played versus him. First game we kind of ran it down, but we somehow won. And then the second game, he took my rel, so I had to put him in the dumpster. So I don't know. I think he's probably better than Skog. because I don't know anything about Skog, so it's hard to say. Like,
Yeah.
we just place him and then look at the other supports and
Yeah,
compare.
we can do this then. Cool.
I think everyone there needs to go down a bit because I don't
Yeah.
think we'll fit everyone in between there.
Probably. Yeah, I can actually do that now already. I think it's gonna be more like this then. Maybe I have to
that
extend the
seems-
beat here as well. We'll see. But yeah.
Yeah.
Go easy.
So Kanske then, time to flame you. I think Kanske for sure is better than these two guys. I don't think he's better than Snabi though, but I think Kanske has a good potential to grow and become better. But I don't know if I'd put him in A tier just now. I don't think I'd do that. But I think it plays into like Holmberg and him, right? I think they're both like are really good at like pressuring the lane, and they are very even in level, I would say. But
Yeah, I
just,
think
like in the boundaries of A and B is my personal opinion right now.
I think he is the same as Logan. I don't felt any difference playing versus both.
Mhm.
Like, I think they're basically the same level, so I would put them even in the same square, but we can't do that really. So
I mean, it's more fun if you place one over the other if you can. So
I mean, Logan plays
Content.
Cillian, Kanske plays not Cillian.
it's decided. No, but what do you think, Cronan and Boundless?
Kanske plays the meta support like without
Mhm.
hassle, I feel like.
Yeah.
Put Kanske higher actually. I think that's fair.
Cronan, do you want that as well?
Yeah, I don't really have much input, so
Okay,
it's up to you guys.
I'm putting Kanske here then. Okay, then it's Steph, and I honestly don't know that much about him. I know that he's in Verax, a Greek that was picked up. He's like Diamond 1 right now in solo queue, but has some previous experience. But that's kind of what I know. I know that you said he was solid. But I honestly don't know. Does anyone have previous experience of him, or Boundless, do you have anything else that's important to know?
He has team experience from Greece, like, kind of unknown in Swedish league at least. Like it's kind of hard to rate him, even for me. Not even for me, but I can't rate him anyway. So
yeah,
true. We can throw it into Landomania tier. If we don't know, I think that's the easiest way.
I think that's
almost.
fair.
I mean,
Is it both S and D? But that's kind of rough.
It could be anything. Like I've heard that he's solid, he has team experience, but it's hard to say. Like I haven't even seen him play.
It's just hard to place people. So
I'll say C tier then.
Yeah, sure.
You want to put him in C tier here?
Not this tier, kinda.
Maybe high C at least then. Like I'm really unsure of this dude. Like I have checked this OPGG and stuff, but it's like the same as Skog kinda. Like doesn't say too much. So, but like maybe more unproven in the Nordic region. Like that's it. Cool. Then it's Platis, and honestly, I don't know. Is it someone that name changed or is it?
It's potatismjöl.
Okay.
So this is a really flip.
His name was Platis in the roster shit, right? I think it was.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I misspelled it when I wrote it. I don't know.
How
It's supposed to be potatis.
How the fuck do you misspell potatismjöl? Let me check what the roster shit says.
Maybe it didn't have. Wait, wasn't he?
It says Platis in the fucking roster link.
Really? Well, wait. Let me check his tier account.
I mean, I still, regardless, I think he's a Landomania tier.
I think it's up.
Because he was a top lane main, right? And he was like even challenger at some point.
Fiora Kha'Zix player.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And now he's support.
Yeah, I have no info at all on this guy, so yeah. Please wait inform me.
Potatismjöl like the top laner before?
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
So is Zvene
The field
V2?
player. He's trying to do the thing I did.
He's inspired. Cool.
We call it Abalu.
Yeah, Baloo. Yes.
Alright, but we put him there for them. That's fine. And it's Booba, or previously known as Meager, as Royals said in the chat. So, I mean, we all have experience against him then, kind of.
He was the only support I considered was playing the game properly.
Like playing the game?
Playing competitive support. He was the only one that I don't think he's S tier, but I think he's.
Above
I mean,
Snobby.
I think he's above Snubby. But it's S minus or A plus. Like it's in between. you
I'm
could
not
say-
sure. I think he's certainly top 2. Like that's without a doubt for
I
me.
think it's the best. I think it's the best support. I think it's better.
Yeah,
than Snubby.
I think he has weaknesses in his laning phase. Like when I played against him, I was really unimpressed. But it's like playing support right now is not at all about laning phase either. But it's like the potential downside I see he has as a support, and I think he's like very good at playing the map as well, like similar to Snub, but not in the same way. Snub more like crazy roams it, and Meteor plays it more controlled, I think, and like has really good vision control on the map as well. That's like my feeling of him, so that's why I'm not sure if I don't know if I personally would put him over Snubby, but he's 100% top 2 for me.
I think it's better than Snubby.
For me, he's S. I think Lutch had good, like better points, but he has a lot of experience from what I remember. Lutch
Yeah.
playing last time. Like to last split, Lutch said that this was the best support. Sorry, Zvene. But yeah, that's the London Monia intake.
Other main ain't. Last didn't even
But
play bot.
bottom S tier then seems good.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
I mean, there is a gap, so it's fair.
Right, we can do that. It's all good. Okay, then down to the final content, and as I said, I don't want you to hold back with the flame. So it's a good and even tier list. So hit me, go hard.
I mean, I think entire class is full of B tier supports.
Oof.
Never like you.
I think that's. And I could put everyone that's in B tier, I could just swap them around, and I don't think it matters that much because it's as a bot lane, you know. Who are you playing bot lane with, Jacke? You're playing with
Zvene.
I don't think there's such a gap between like Kanske and Snubby and Jacke. I think they should be like just beside each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think you could throw them around in rosters and it wouldn't affect their result. No one stands out. They have like certain champions that they're really good at. Like Jacke is good at Pike.
Wink, wink.
Logan is good at Cillian, or is it the other way around? And then there's Kanske plays meta, but he plays it fine. It's hard to say.
Other inputs?
I can't place anyone here.
I would say B tier, but yeah, again, it's like it's not really defined. Like if someone's higher or lower.
Oh,
Like
you're in
it's-
the boys in beat.
Here with the boys, chilling, taking it easy.
I would say C tier, but it's on stream, so we say B tier.
I mean, you can put me C tier if you want. I mean, you should go hard of the flame.
I think B tier.
Other input? Like you need to have some place you put me in B tier, you
I
know?
don't know.
I'd say top of B tier.
I think that's fine, I guess.
You don't have to be nice, that's all I'm saying.
Kanske, do you think you're better?
Like you're so like
The
I just
thing is-
rather you play Pike than you fucking Inted and then you play Braum, you play real good. So it's like a bit weird.
I'll try not to play Pike then.
I mean, this is just the same tier. Like, you make more. If we make 2 squares up and down in B tier, then you would have all in the middle.
Yeah, I mean it's still like B tier at the end of the day in that case. Like wherever you put me, like
but
it is a
just
difference.
get you in B tier then. It doesn't matter where you place yourself.
Okay, anyone cares where it is?
Nope.
Cronan, Boundless.
Where I put you?
Yeah, like we're in B tier. Do you care?
I think you should be in the same square as Kanske.
What do we
On
do
top
like
of
this?
B tier.
On top of
I
B
just
tier.
put you on top.
Like
Yeah, I just put you
like
on top.
this.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Like there should be a gap between you and the other supports.
Okay. Alright, so what do you feel about the placement so far? I think we need to like pick up the pace a bit since it's the other stuff left.
I have only 5 minutes, so I'm just placing everyone.
Yeah, you can go ahead. It's fine. Do you care about the placings between the roles right now, or is it decent? We talked about jungle a bit before, but how is it looking right now?
I think a lot of people will be unhappy But it's whatever. Just fucking move on with it. I think this is like fair, and it's opinions, right? So
Yeah, I mean,
But
at least it's 5 opinions like mixed into like one tier list.
I think some of the A tiers and like whole S tier is accurate.
Amendota's pop, it should be god tier though, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I
we
think
put
Amendota's
it
pop
there.
is on tier, but other than that, it's
It's fair enough.
Actually,
Fair
we
enough.
can do this. I will just move it. Wait.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think this is fair. Put
Yeah,
Amendota's
sure.
straight into.
Though we maybe
London.
should remove the poppy from here then, since we know it's S and D.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess.
It's only your fucking jungler then that's not in the Lana
Yeah, I
mini
mean-
there.
Like I don't think he can be bad.
Alright, cool. But we move on to the predictions, where you predict the teams. So we can
I
take
rate
it
my
team
own
by
team.
team if you want. I can move down the teams here.
why does mine say Amendota's?
Oh, this is our own. Okay.
Yeah, here you have the teams.
Oh, shit.
Where do you want to put them? If you start, you want to take it team by team, or do you just want to put them in?
Wait, how are we doing this?
Just put them in like wherever you want, like here in the order. Don't care about
But
results.
I'm not in this document.
Oh, I can
No?
link it.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh well, it's you can.
yeah, just link it then. It's fine.
I mean, we're gonna finish top 5, that's all I can say.
You think hybrid is the best, Zvene?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. It's a no-brainer, I think.
I think it's like this.
Bro, Ruby will fucking drive over everyone.
Maybe. It's a tough one. They're a bit more even, to be honest, but
Maybe.
But I need link, hello?
did you not get it? I thought you got
Yeah,
it from
I'm-
Boundless. I'm linking it again then.
Nice.
Big
No,
level,
I-
big player.
Yeah, they
I know
probably
where
could.
London is.
Okay, I do think that I don't know. I think unique is gonna be better than hybrid.
I think it's even. I'm not sure.
Not sure where I place after that though. I mean, I have to believe in Lightside. I guess I'm putting Lightside third. I have to have some faith, right? Where do you place Lightside, guys?
Oh yeah, that matter.
Wait, which on light side again? I don't know, 6 maybe. They're lucky.
Never lucky.
I'm just gonna flip it a bit.
We hope for Lana Mania boom.
I actually think it's fucking Lanomania 4th, honestly.
I think this is mine.
What is playoffs? It's 4th, right?
Yeah,
I mean, then
top
we're
4 is
finishing 4th.
playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna
actually,
go
I
fourth
fucking
place
think
then.
you're going 4th. Just from pure skill. Flipping games. I'm not sure who I place 5th.
Bro, your raters are lower than I rate you. That's crazy.
Honestly, I don't think Aqualix is looking that hot.
I don't need to try out for top 3. I just tried for top 4.
Actually, what did I call this swapping? Wait, it lost Rudy. Oh, never mind.
No.
Fucking road.
I honestly think Falcon is better than Arling Sauce. I know that.
To look at the players over and over.
Well, I'm not sure if I think Verax could be better than Falcon given some time. Fuck, this is tough. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this now, putting Arling Sauce in the bottom. Fuck, this is really, really tough. I think it's gonna be like this though.
Will Unique be better? Question.
Oh, this is actually fucking hard though.
Yeah, it fucking is.
Maybe I should just flip it and put Lanomania first.
True, man. I think you should. Depends on if they try hard.
I'm not playing versus the top teams, to be honest. I'll sub myself out.
Fuck. I don't know. I honestly think the Arling Sauce are gonna finish last, but I mean it's gonna be close. I think this is the closest split we'll ever have in TESS. Even closer than last split. Cause fucking Galaxy Racer.
Wait, what's the last team? Ah, Qualix.
Like I feel like Unique and Hybrid are certainly the top two, and I think the top two candidates for playoffs in my book is Slides and Lonomania. That's my personal opinion, but
yeah, I have belief.
but
Feel
I think
confident.
people underestimate Verax a lot. I think Verax are pretty good.
I mean, it's good.
I think they're gonna improve a lot.
I mean, honestly, like I don't take it personal. Like it's only our own assumptions. Like we don't know what's going on like in each other's teams. So
Yeah, I mean it's impossible to know.
no, actually, hold on.
Like I can see Falcon outperforming and getting fifth as well out of these teams. If Qualix and Rex doesn't step up for team play, because Falcon has this like set team play that's always good, and it can be good enough to get them fifth. It can also get them like even eighth if all the other teams improve really much.
Like, I'm just thinking like what teams have like stable players and what player stands out. Like Hybrid and Unique has some players that stands out, but the rest are stable and won't feed. So
yeah, I feel Unique is a very well-rounded team, so I think they're gonna be the best, and then Hybrid. Shit, Lightside third. I'm so happy from Boundless.
it depends. Like if the meta changes,
He's
we will
groomed.
see.
Oh, everybody.
That's cool. I think that's all. Does anyone want to change up their predictions, or does it feel good now?
Mine are locked. Mine are.
Point.
mine are
Cronan playoffs, Lightside fifth, Falcon. Now you believe in Falcon, that's cool. Fuck, I'm the only dude that didn't put Falcon in top 6.
Yeah, I'll ask this again.
I'm so horrible.
Cronan, will you guys try hard?
It's fine.
I have to see after the first few games. We'll see.
After last split, can't blame.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. I'll just do this then. I don't believe they are. Like it's a stinker ship, like.
Yeah. We'll see.
No
Why
faith.
do I have Alingsås so high?
I don't know, man. I think it's because you thought they had Scrooty.
On what list? Wait.
But who do I put in on fifth? I have no clue. Such a flip.
Just move up Falcon and Qualix.
But Verax is doomed. I'm pretty sure they're doomed. That's just my initial thoughts.
That is fair. I can see why.
I also think Verax are gonna perform quite decently. But depends on how much they improve.
But they have Knas. Nah, Qualix needs to be higher. Why are they?
Like I think Verax is a team that needs to improve the most out of any teams. And if they do, I think they might even have a chance for playoffs. But they can also easily finish last. But I have to have faith in my previous team.
We have mental Buddha, so it's okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, are we doing the, what you call it? Players to watch?
Yeah, this is the final segment, and we just finish up with this, and then we're free essentially.
Can I start?
Yes, you can start.
I'm really in a rush.
Yes, let's go.
For top, Stumpy, he is probably the highest rated player in this league, and he plays Heimerdinger. He can maybe have some other spice coming. Like he can easily be S tier, but I haven't seen him play, so maybe he's actually really good. And same goes for Snille. He's kind of highly rated in solo queue and stuff. And I don't know if he's a flip player. I don't know if he has played a lot of com, but he's probably the jungler you need to see where he plays compared to the other top junglers.
Yeah.
Vero is just gonna piss Smurf on everyone, so that's gonna be interesting to see, and that's why you should watch him. And lär sig potatismjöl in the bot, because that's gonna be some spicy bot lane action, if they're even playing bot. I don't think I need to explain why it's gonna be important to see them play and stuff. And that's about it.
Okay, Kanske, do you want to go?
Sure. I have Merpilan in top lane. I feel like his playstyle is really like aggressive and like, at least from my experience, like can be really good but also really bad. So either he will like sometimes carry the game alone or lose the game alone. and I think that will be really fun to watch. Scrudy from last split was really good, and I think he's going to improve even more this split.
Yeah.
Mid lane Knast, I think his champion pool is really crazy to watch, and the whole team Alcoholics is really like explosive and unique in that way, that they can play a lot of different things and flex it all around, and the player to watch in that team I feel like is Knast. AD carry Zvene, I think he's really solid. AD carry doesn't do a lot of mistakes. Maybe isn't the biggest carry in the world, but I think he's the most consistent out of all the AD carries here. For support, I had Boba. I don't know much about this guy, but he's really high rating and looks kind of good. From his champion pool, can be either really dominant in lane or he can just fall through. So yeah, that's my list.
Right. Does anyone want to pick up on that?
No.
I can go then. Okay. I was between Stump and Me Like Panda for top, but I think Me Like Panda's proved himself a lot more in the league, and I think Stump is still kind of unproven. And I think he can end up being like an S tier top laner in this split if his champion pool holds up, apart from like the weird champs like Heimerdinger on top laner. So I think Stump can become really damn good, and I want to see more of this guy and see what he will perform in this split. Scrudy, I think this is the split where he has a really big chance of becoming the best by far jungle in Sweden. Like depending on how much you learn from fuck, my voice is really fucked. But depending on how much you learn from like previous split, for example, and how well he's gonna make that into like his play in this split. So I think he might cement himself by far as the best jungle in the league if he gets that to work. For Silas, I think it's like a similar story to Scrudy. I don't think he's like considered the best mid laner, but I think here he has a super good chance of proving himself against Rao, or even proving himself better if he takes the chance. So I would really love to see him like get his pop-up split here and really fucking perform. So I'm looking forward to that and see if he'll hold up to Rao's level or not. And I guess for Divine, like you had this like unlike the NLC split that Zvene talked about. He wasn't really reaching up to Michigu's level, and I think this is the chance of like redeeming himself and like establishing himself as the best ADC. I think if someone threatens the ADC position for Michigu, it's him. So I would definitely think him. And then for support, I think it's Kanske, because I think we already know what Snobby's level is at, and I think we also know what Booba's level is at, and I think they're both like fucking good supports in that sense. But I think Kanske can really have like a step up in this split if he's given like the right resources and support outside of the rift. So I think this is where he has a chance of like establishing himself as an A tier support and can make a big difference that gets Falcon even to playoffs if they really step up. So that's kind of my thinking behind them. Cronan, do you want to go?
Oi. We had so thought out. I mean, depends which Cronan shows up on solo lane, I guess. But it's gonna be spicy, regardless.
Yes, put your whole team in.
Wait, can you put your whole team in?
If we weren't supposed to, but since it's Lana Mania, I'll allow it.
Okay.
They're not even a team, I think you can consider them.
Like, I'll play whatever solo lane I'll get the best matchup in. So I'm probably gonna play to stomp the lane. So you can expect a lane dominance depending where I go.
Cool. Boundless, or do you want to say more?
No, I think you covered all the other points.
Yeah, well, for Stumpy at least, I don't know much about this guy, but he has high rating, like kinda similar to Me Like Panda. But I've seen Me Like Panda perform as well, so I think Stumpy is like a unproven guy. Same with Shakal. I think he's really good on certain champs, but he needs to prove himself in one split. For Rove, I think don't see this guy in action, but I've heard of him, and I kinda look forward to see him gap everyone.
And for the rest?
For ADC, it was between Latch and Zvene, but like depends on what Latch I get to see. But for sure, Zvene is someone people should have their eyes on. Really consistent. And for support, I have Potatismjöl, because I don't know about the other supports and he's role swapping, so it will be fun to see if he becomes good or not.
Right. Sounds good. Then I think all the players watch wrapped up and the whole day is wrapped up as well. It was supposed to be like 1 hour plus and now it's like almost 2 hours. So I think we're just gonna wrap up on that. So I'm gonna finish the stream. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow each of the participants today on Twitter. You have all their ads there on the left side. So go and give them a follow and good luck to everyone in the test split. Peace out.
Yeah.
Bye.